noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Saliba. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Now Saliba. Donatoni. Kukcu. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Nicked it back promptly.
Oh, really well played.
That's a sharp pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Messi really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Esteval.
Sao Paulo really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Kukcu. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Shevchenko. Neymar. Oh, that's Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! About as smooth as it gets. And Milan have the lead. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
A straight chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Esteval is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. Ronaldinho, he's rising! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Maldini does well not to be outdone there. Donatoni looking to pass their way up the pitch. That is good strength. Lovely feet. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's the shot! Against the crossbar! That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Neymar has found the net here, of course. Selamat. And it's Kukcu. It's a threatening ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gerrard.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now, can they get him away? Donatoni could move up a gear here. Neymar. And this is Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Saliba. Kukcu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And Donatoni, searching passes played there. Guardiola gets it away. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Messi. And it's Rijkaard. Threads one in. And this is Shevchenko. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Gerrard has it in a wide position. He's looking wide. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been slung wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Serginho. Camavinga. And he's cut it out. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kukcu! And there's a goal. Just cruising. They are cruising. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Van Dalken. Deftly out wide. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. And the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Esteval going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Neymar. Neymar being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, just skips past his man. And Messi! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Milan are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Over to the right flank. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. And now the breakaway. Ronaldo gets into a good position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Looking for a runner. Sao Paulo choosing to make the first change. Messi coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Gerrard. Some resolute defending there. That's an imaginative pass. And he's taking no chances there. That's the throw. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Mbappe getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Ronaldinho. Saliba simply refused to be outdone there. And this is Messi. Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Fernandez, distributed tidily. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ronaldinho. No way through, so back it comes. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And here's Messi. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Oh, almost a sixth.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That should get the job done. Chance for a shot!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That's the keeper's ball. Camavinga. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Milan need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi! Hoisted in.
That's good defensive concentration. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. Silvestre. Messi. Now it's Daniel. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's heaved it away. Neymar wins the duel this time. Hakimi, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Messi! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Diouf.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Jupe in the hunt and looking threatening.
Corinthians really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
He is through here. Simon's cross. That's the keeper's ball. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Kukçu. And it's Neymar. Shifted it to the flank. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Nistelrooy. Sylvestre. Konate. Played out towards the right wing. Dani Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a goal kick. Maldini. Early ball out from the back. Rijkaard. Jupe. And this is Shevchenko. Spread it left. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Kukçu. And it's Rijkaard. No, it's come to nothing. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Sylvestre. For Messi. Tries to thread one through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Van Bauten. Kukçu.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. Neymar. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Tries to play it through. Danielson finding himself in space. And it's rising! Oh, it's taken a touch. And that is well cleared. In towards the back stick. Keeper's dealt with that.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Takes a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, good effort! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Here comes the cross. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Neymar has it in a wide position. Threads one in. Now it's Simons. Donatoni. Now it's Shevchenko. Neymar. There he goes, motoring forward. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Nistelrooy picks it up out wide. He steps in, and that's the end of that. A probing pass. There's the shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Maldini. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi, good driving run. Quality ball. Danielson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neymar. And it's Kukçu. And here's Messi. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 8, camisa 7. Deixando o campo.
Punched away.
Camisa 18, camisa 5.
Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Donnarumma to save this spot kick and his team. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Picked out, it's Neymar! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Milan have their third corner. Here's the header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that has left him in a heap. Milan are looking to secure promotion, but they are going to have to do it the hard way by the looks of things.
It's giving their manager more than just a headache, as you can see. He's going to have to make some big decisions in what remains.
Now it's Messi.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Juve, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Deftly away. And this is Neymar. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi. Oh, good spread. Mbappe. And the counter is on. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a sharp pass. Neymar. And we're done. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. How would you summarise what... Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And it's Kukçu. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lyon are looking to break at pace. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked Dani Olmo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Neymar tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Donadoni. He is through here. Donadoni going face-to-face. And Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. quarter of an hour played. So we're still where we started right now. Neymar. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. He's looking wide. Now the cross. Silvestre getting this one clear. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Aims beyond the defence. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Donadoni. Now it's Donadoni.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others.
Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That looks a cracking ball. And the shot! Goal! Leon! The first significant strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Messi. Great chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. He is always looking to break lines. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Neymar. Rijkaard. Ball played for Kukçu. And here's Shevchenko. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's there to clear it. And it's Van Basten. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Messi. Neymar. Now it's Messi. Driving through the middle. Can he finish? Mbappe. Kane. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kukçu. Nice looking ball. Cleared away. Szoboszlai. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Milan go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Played into the box. Romero with the clearance.
Lyon really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Probing pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, nice touch.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Balten. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And smartly reclaimed. He leaps for it! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Passes short and sharp. 60 minutes played. And they can counter here. Opts for safety. Szoboszlai. And it's McAllister. And here's Kane. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. McAllister.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Mbappe. Great work on the overlap. It's a promising position. And that has been cleared. Looking to play him in.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Kukçu. And the pass is intercepted. It's not an especially good pass, that. Romero. Kane is herring after that one. And this is Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Messi. Szoboszlai.
Oh, great feet.
Hazard. Kukçu. Donatoni. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Attention, changement.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
That's an excellent interception. McAllister, and he's managed to get rid. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And he can thump it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. So we have movement on both benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's managed to get free. Bruno Fernandes plays it all the way forward. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Messi. Kukçu. Azar. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Szoboszlai.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Tonali. And he was quick to react. Kukçu. Good ball over the top. The end, time is up. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We're up and running then. Well, 6'6", and with that sort of a physique trim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good read, needed to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. And it's Rijkaard. To Messi. Milan controlling the possession in this early phase. Decent chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Rodri. Kubasi. Has a look and plays it forward. Kvaratskhelia. Kukçu. Could move up a gear here. Done delicately. Space for him to turn and look. Milan are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Milan really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Van Balten, Saliba, Kukçu, Maldini. Played into space. And that should get the job done. Mbappe. And it's Parejo. And he's there to retrieve it. Kukçu. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Parejo. Kvaratskhelia. To McAllister. Rodri. Great vision. It's played through for him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Messi. This is a promising build-up. Looking for options for movement.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Defending of the desperate variety. No way through, so back it comes. Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear. McAllister. That has not gone well. Donadoni. Juve. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Hakimi. Nicely weighted ball. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Fabulous from McAllister. That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Rodri. Andrić. And it's Andrić. McAllister might just make this. Mbappe. Oh, good-looking ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Massaro. Chance for a shot! the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan with the lead. Neymar. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And Messi! And that was very necessary. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the shot! Magnificent from Massaro! About as smooth as it gets. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that really is so impressive. Milan now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. McAllister! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Saliba. Ball played for Kukçu. Rijkaard. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And there's a searching pass. Kukçu. For Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Kukçu. Nicely shaped ball. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Hakimi. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kukçu. Parejo. Rodri.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.000
Takes on his marker.
spettatori.
Massaro being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Rijkaard. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Kukçu. Looking tidy in possession here. Camavinga. Kubasi. Camavinga. And it's Hakimi. There's a sharp little ball here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's McAllister. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Andrich deals with that comfortably. Can he get it through? Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And yes, it's him again. Milan visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Into the last quarter of an hour. That has ended up in no man's land. Kukçu going forward. He'll try from distance! And that tested the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19.
It's their second corner of the game.
Sostituito con il numero 21. Attenzione,
And the keeper beats it away. That's really well manoeuvred. And now they can spring out of defence. Camavinga providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, some astute defending there. Drives it in. Rijkaard can get it clear. Messi. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Ødegaard. And Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hakimi. Now that looks a decent ball. McAllister. And he's quick to get rid. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Numero 14. Sostituzione per il Milan.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 6.
So could they be onto something here?
Il numero 13. Il numero 17. Cambio di
Now it's
giocatori.
Messi.
Il quarto
Ødegaard,
uomo indica
that's
4
a
minuti
sharp
di recupero.
pass. McAllister, 4 added minutes on the board. And it's McAllister. Rodri, nice sequence of passes this. Now it's Messi. Juve. Ødegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and instinct. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We're up and running then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Van Bouten gets it clear. Crossed in once more, deftly away. Park Ji-sung just eases him off the ball.
Park Ji-sung really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Good take, and is he in? And the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Has a look and plays it forward. Knocks it into space. And this is Park Ji-sung! Loose ball now and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught napping! In with the challenge. Spread out to the left. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Kakitani. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Great, but shoots! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now, can they get him away? Kukçu.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pass is just off target.
Milan always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Kimmich. And it's Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's been slipped through. And a header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Maldini getting this one clear.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
15 minutes till half-time. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He is through here. That's destined for the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Chance, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's there to belt it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Kakitani. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Kimmich has the space to scheme. Tries to pass it through. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Iniesta, can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And here comes the corner. De Bruyne plays it short. Cuts it back. There's the header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. And now they can spring out of defence. Now this could be a chance. And it's Neymar. Now he's got space here. And he's taking no chances there. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Messi. Looking to play him in. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets... So, a temporary halt to the action. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Milan can look back at a decent first half. Chance for a shot! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Crosses it in here. Oh, the ball. And one more try! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kakatani clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a good ball out wide. Wriggles his way through. He's found a way through. Kimmich's cross. And that should get the job done. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi. Messi's cross. Cleared without hesitation. And he thumps it clear. Back to the keeper it goes.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position. Back in once more. Kukçu. Messi. His positioning was spot on. Gabriel. And Silvestre. Looking for options for movement.
Such good technique.
De Bruyne. Kukçu gets on his bike and on the move.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Kakatani. What's going wide left?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Al Hussein clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's shifting through the gears. Shapes to shoot! Off the post! And he was quick to react. Iniesta. Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well read, nice interception. Silvestre. It's a pretty loose pass. Kukcu, looking understandably energised after his goal. And Messi! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A case now of complete control. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Neymar. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 22.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Savinho. He's got away. Savinho stood his ground strongly. Towering header! Oh, crossbar! Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. That has been knocked away. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. Ronaldo was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Rijkaard. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Ronaldo. That's the keeper's ball. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Iniesta. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's quick to return it. Forlan. De Bruyne. Nicely spread. Now it's Ødegaard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan looking by any yardstick for... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We are just getting started.
Well, if you judge a striker by his goals, Ruud van Nistelrooy has to be held in the highest regard.
He is a goal-scoring phenomenon.
Yeah, a real master who...
He's having a shot! That's a decent clearance. Rijkaard. And it's made its way to him. And this is... And a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Neymar. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Diaz. Juve. Now, what about a counter-attack? This is a promising build-up. And this is Neymar. Oh, nice touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's a searching pass. In comes the corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So what can they make of this? Now it's Diaz. Donatoni. Nicely weighted ball. Messi purring through the gear. And Messi! Goal! Milan! And they're back in front. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan with the lead. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Hakimi. Looking for the run. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. Now the ball in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Diaz. Raul. Van Nistelrooy. Someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Neymar. Donatoni. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. A decent chance! That's put paid to the danger. And it's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Raul. Neymar. That has ended up in no man's land. Donatoni. Good driving run. Neatly clipped and shoots! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
It's come to nothing. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Diaz. Van Nistelrooy tries to play it through. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, he's hit the bar! And that has been knocked clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold. Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's in! Must be! Or can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Silvestre.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, good-looking ball. And Diaz. Donadoni was in no mood for any of that. Neymar. And it's Messi. Van Nistelrooy. Nicely spread. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And we're already back up and running off. And the finish! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Silvestre. Diaz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. There's the shot! And again! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Maldini. And it's Neymar. Messi has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Messi. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And And he's had it nicked away. Maldini. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
L'affluenza di
That'll be a
quest'oggi
corner.
è di 81.007 spettatori.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neymar. Messi under intense pressure.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he's been shifted off it. Van Bouten just eases him off the ball. Chouameni spread neatly. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Viene sostituito con il numero 23. Attenzione, un cambio.
And he can thump it away. Great vision. Always onto this.
Diouf clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And he's well positioned here. Shoot! That is some save from De Gea! And that would have been game, set and match.
Sostituzione per il
Diouf
Milan.
clearly furious with himself
11.
there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-0.
There's the header!
Il numero 21.
And how did
Il
he
numero
not
13.
put that away?
Cambio di giocatori.
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Can he get it through? Oh, good take and a good... Real chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Rudiger. Hakimi. And Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Kostic receives it in a wide position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rijkaard. Shevchenko.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! He'll want to be quick to recover this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, what a ball! And he's there to get it away. Foden producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's intervened well there, and it's slung out wide. Some really good ball movement. Bergkamp.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. It's bucket! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So now the difference is 3. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So things are underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. Oh, what has happened here? That's put paid to the danger. Can he spark a counter here? That looks a cracking ball. Abbiati clears without hesitation. It's a promising position. Messi. That's a sharp pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Kane. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Maldini. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Space for him to turn and look. Donatoni. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Maldini. Milan are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
And it's Messi. Mendes makes the interception. Donadoni. That's going across. Impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Upamecano. And it's Rice. Oh, good spread. Cookchu with the foul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's McAllister.
McAllister really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's goes for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he was shot at goal! Goal, Milan! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely.
A chance for a shot! And he's straight offside. That has been cut short. Played out wide. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Deftly away. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Diouf. There's the header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Diouf actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Hazard. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
Ci sarà un minuto di
It's a
recupero.
sharp little ball here. Now it's Neymar. That has not gone well. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. And we are back on the way. Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, super ball! Messi. That's Kane. McAllister. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Hangs in a cross. And that should get the job done. Donadoni. Now it's Messi. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Tries to play it through. Messi. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Hazard. He came in hard, very hard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Saliba. Donatoni.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
60 minutes played.
80.953 spettatori.
And this is Messi. Messi! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Messi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Upamecano. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Azar. And the counter is on, now then. And it's Azar. Turns back here, probably the best option. To Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Donatoni. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Shevchenko. That's an excellent interception. And it's been hooked away. No, he refuses to take the bait. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's had a shot!
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per
Lee Kang-in conjures time and space where few can. Knocks it into space. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, they can break here. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Berbatov. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Stojkovic. Kane. Decent chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
Milan making further changes here and in quick succession.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Berbatov. In with the challenge. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And this is Kane, and this is Messi. Maldini wins the duel this time. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance, surely! And no mistake. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Tonali. Lee Kang-in. And Messi! Oh, Straight from the top draw! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert.
Shoots! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Messi with a real chance here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Now Hausen. Saliba. He is through here. Shoot! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will...
Decent chance! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan leading now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, that looks a decent ball. Neymar picks it up out wide. And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. And there's a goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter.
Judge, surely! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Milan with the lead. Scholes. Guardiola. And here's Neymar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Neymar getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's found a way through. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nice sequence of passes, this. Gets a good foot in there. And that should get the job done. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been slung wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Beckham. Neymar is a player who barely needs an... Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. That's really well cleared. Has a look and place it forward. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckham. Now it's Neymar. Donatoni. Kutchu. And here's Messi. Now there's a... Tries a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. And it's Kukçu. And it's Messi. Scholes. Now Saliba. Hausen. Saliba. Guardiola getting forward.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Now who's going to be first to this? Beckham. In with the challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. He's there to head it! That's going to go a long way. It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan, at times brilliant, at times frustrating. 2 up in this roller coaster of a game. Back on the way then. Neymar knocks it into space, and this is Messi. Oh, chance for a shot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, nicely intercepted. Saliba. Scholes. Vardiol. And it's Beckham. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has ended up in no man's land. Donatoni is being harried and hassled.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Saliba, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Shevchenko! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Alexander-Arnold. Vardiol. And it's Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Brazil have reclaimed it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tries to play it through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
No, he's seen through all of that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi looking for the run, and this is Ronaldo. Van Bauten.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Saliba. Beckham. And he's had it nicked away. Kukçu. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Howson. And here's Messi. Maldini was in no mood for any of that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckham. And it's Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
Kukçu. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pickford claims comfortably. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Kukcu. Howson cuts it out. No, that's been intercepted. Beckham. And it's Neymar. Saliba does well to get it back. And he was quick to react.
There they go, hunting again.
5 minutes left on the clock. Played out to the left flank. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Messi. He is just caressing the ball. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Not too much. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's chance, surely! Long ball upfield. Oh, that's a key interception. Kukcu. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And he's gone searching crossfield. Lookman. Oh, that's neat. Oh, super. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. Played out towards the right wing. Lookman. Saliba gets it away. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a searching pass. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And it's Messi. Chips it through. Cleared without hesitation. Saliba with the clearance. Very nicely done. Looks across and plays it in. Saliba tries to clear. In again. Doué! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Cleared without hesitation. And it's lofted through here. And now they can spring out of defence. And they can counter here. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Lookman. Edmilson. Distributed tidily. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Couch. Looking for options for movement. Neymar. Forward it goes. And it's Messi. Kukcu proves too strong. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here. He's having a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's in a great position here. Couch. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Milan always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Kukcu. That looks a cracking ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's going wide left. Space for him to turn and look. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi. Doué. Over to the right flank. Couch. Can he get away here? Doué. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Kukcu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cleared away. Messi.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And Hakimi. Edmilson. And it's Denzel Dumfries. He's a sharp little ball here. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Milan come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Kukçu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Juve given the lift of his goal. Knocks it into space. Oh, good take in a good area. And he is. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Counts can get it clear. And they've got a throw. He's got away. He's under a lot of pressure there. Messi. Oh, what a mistake! Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Nicely spread. He's in plenty of space here. Showing good feet. Delivers the ball. And he's cut it out.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ah, such a clever touch. Lovely feet. And it's out for a goal kick. Just about up to the hour now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Now it's Dumfries. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Donadoni going face-to-face with his great rival. It's Neymar!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Dumfries. And here's Count. Now it's Dumfries. Count in acres of space out wide. Van Bouten gets it clear. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's nice.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Decent chance! And it's Kukçu. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Goes looking wide. That's very neat. And he's got... Getting up there! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Algeria making further changes here and in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
So they have it all to do again.
Algeria really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Neymar! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Neymar fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Edmilson. Ah, he's given it away. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's on it. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
17. Cambio di giocatori.
Header comes in! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mbappe is in a really good position out
Ci
wide.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in ploughing through the middle. Azar conjures time and space where few can. And it's Messi. And this is Ronaldo. Tonali driving forwards. Messi. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd large. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Kukchu reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Kukchu cuts out the pass. He might be in here! And he's there to make the challenge. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. Esteval, Foden, Endrick.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Lee Kang-in. Endrick. Rashford. That pass isn't the best. And this is Messi. Now this could be a chance. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Esteval.
That was lovely, that.
Esteval proves just a little bit too strong. Lee Kang-in. And it's Messi. Foden. And he's intervened well there. And here's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Lee Kang-in's cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Rashford.
That's good play from him.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's definitely onside. Saliba. Stood up well to him there. Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's forced to go back. Nicely spread. Esteval. He's picked his way through. Played in by Foden. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And that has been knocked clear. Looking for a runner. Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Saliba. Looking for options for movement. And it's Kukçu. Palmeiras have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Spread neatly. Costa Curta. Kimmich. Showing great feet there. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vardiol. Esteval.
Oh, really well played.
Rashford has it in a wide position. Chance, surely! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Rashford with the short one. Foden plays it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Looking for the run. Vardiol finding himself in space. And he thumps it clear. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. Kimmich. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Rashford goes short. Neymar does really well there. He is strong. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Here's the return pass. Hakimi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Esteval. And it's Kimmich. Vardiol. And here's Rashford. Kimmich. Rijkaard. Neymar. Van Dijk. Hakimi. And that was nowhere near his best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Lee can
acréscimo.
in! Lee can in! That is magnificent! About as smooth as it gets. And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
Can he finish? Goal! And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. They forced the error and extracted the and that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Milan sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. The second half is up and running. He's having a pop! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Gol marcado para o Milan.
Up by 3! They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's come to nothing. Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Spread to the right. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Space for him to turn and look. And it's Kukcu. Might be dangerous. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal.
Para o Milan.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Think through. Decent chance! Kukcu. 60 minutes played. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Neymar. It's Neymar! And again! It's bounced back off the post.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Kimmich. No, he's not getting past him there. Lee Kang-in has given away a free kick. Vardiol. And it's Rashford. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has not gone well. He's looking wide. Rashford with the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a throw. Rashford. And can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And another try! They've played it short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Neymar. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Endrick. Just about up to 75 minutes. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's a cute... That could spell trouble. He's found space here. Kimmich.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now, can they get him away? Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Rashford. Some good persistent defending here. And it's made its way to him. And he's managed to get free. Lee Kang-in! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras. Camisa 9, camisa 41, camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11, camisa
Can he get on the end of
15,
this? Oh, nicely intercepted.
Substituição.
Hakimi. Costa Curta. And Vardiol. Rashford. And here's Dembele. And that's gone loose. Vardiol. Can he get it through? Real chance!
Teremos uma substituição.
Milan have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has been cleared. Time added on 4 minutes. And this is Messi. It's a threatening ball. Palmer. Chouameni. Costa Curta. Not the most accurate pass. And that will be the final act. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen.